Masking has gotten pretty crazy in the past few years, with apps like Lightroom and Capture One and RAW implementing more and more tools for masking. But as the power of these masks and AI selections and all this increases, so does the complexity of building and then individually editing all these separate masks. And that's why I'm always talking about speed masking and why it's so important. I introduced speed masking a few years back in Elegance, but now in the new Elegance 5, we're not only refining all of that, but now you enter the latest masking tools. Now we have things like landscape and water selections and buildings, and in Capture One we have the new facial retouching, and we have eye bags and all of this cool stuff. And the more masks you add, the more complex it gets to mesh those. And what meshing means is, let's say you have a mask of a sky here and then the ground here and a subject here. If you push any one of those too far, or in a way that doesn't mesh with the ones around it, it starts looking like you've just sliced an image together. The key is to make sure that all of those masks has been refined and dialed in to mesh perfectly, but that is what Elegance 5 does. Not only does it bring the power of all the latest masking tools from Lightroom and Capture One into speed masks, it also refines them to a level that you've never seen before. I've spent years refining Elegance speed masks over lots and lots of free updates in Elegance 4, and now in Elegance 5, I've gone back to that drawing board and looked at every individual mask and said, okay, how can these mesh better? How can these be more efficient? How can these produce results that are tested across more image types? So when you come into Elegance 5, you have kind of these fundamental masks on top where you can manage things like skies and tones and like quick go-to tools, my favorite tools, if you will. Then you come down to things like nature, where you can deal with landscapes and mix the way skies and foliage and foregrounds and backgrounds and all these things dance around each other and mesh together. Then you come to portraits, where you can get really specific about the kind of portrait you're working on, select the look you want, and instantly apply groups of masks that make your portrait sing. Then if you want to, you can turn it up, you can turn them down, you can dial them in, and when it's perfect, you can copy and paste that. You also have tone tools where you can get specific about things like dynamic range and backgrounds and separation, because the power of all these masks in the end, and the reason we do masking really harkens back to film. And the reason that we went to the darkroom and that the masters burned and dodged and manipulated tone, it's all about taking the three-dimensional world that we're taking photos of into that two-dimensional image, but trying to maintain as much depth and shadow drama and beauty as possible. And masks help us do that because they create depth. The power of today's masking in our raw editing apps is incredible. Is there a time to still go to Photoshop? Yes, there is. And I talk about that in the videos on this channel. But most of the work you do can be mastered with speed masking. And you're gonna love how Elegance 5 makes speed masking simpler than ever. If you're not speed masking yet, you need to be, because it's the only effective way to use these masks in our apps, in a workflow. And if you're using an older version of Elegance, you're gonna want version 5, because the power and the refinements and the updates built into this version are beautiful. All right, you guys, I'm Seim, and this is Elegance 5.